Excuse me. I totally missed turning that on. I thought I pressed the button. Maybe I didn't. But yeah, we're moving on to the next one. Here we go. So this next one is another big Disney property, and which means that people probably, the sentiment around it probably isn't going to be great. Yeah, so let's check it out. We are watching the trailer for The Action Pack Needs You. You can support Mike's After Action Reviews on our Patreon for as little as $3 a month. Every quarter, once we've made at least $200, we're going to be giving away 10% of our earnings from Patreon in a giveaway over on our Twitch, so go check that out as well. You can find all of the links for everything in the description and in the pinned comment down below. Do your part. Support the pack. The Action Pack. Star Wars The Acolyte, official trailer number 2, 2024. Jung-jae, or Jung, I don't know. But let's just go with Jung-jae, Carrie-Anne Moss, Daphne Keane. Coming at us from IGN, we're going to like the video. Okay, it's got 130,000 views to 2.9 thousand likes and 7.2 thousand dislikes, so there's another ratio. Yeah, Star Wars sentiment, same thing I said before with the other trailers. Star Wars, the sentiment, and I've said many times on the channel, the sentiment behind Star Wars is very bad because of just the movies and Kathleen Kennedy and the producers and the actors and all these people who continually come out and say that they don't need the fans, basically that they don't need the fans that built the franchise and made it so popular, are stupid because they've destroyed their brand. Now we have a Star Wars a trailer for a Star Wars property coming out, and there are 3 times, about 2.5 times the dislikes as there are in the likes. So here's what the description says. In celebratory fashion for May the 4th, which was yesterday, a brand new trailer for Star Wars The Acolyte has been released. In an age of light in the age of light, a darkness rises. The Acolyte is a mystery thriller that takes us to a galaxy of shadowy secrets and emerging dark side powers in the final days of the Star Wars High Republic era. A former Padawan reunites with her Jedi Master to investigate a series of crimes, but the forces they confront are more sinister than they ever anticipated. Star Wars The Acolyte's creator, showrunner, and executive producer is Leslie Headland. They should stop saying that because this is Harvey Weinstein's assistant, and people are unhappy with her name being attached to this because it's very, very likely that she helped Harvey Weinstein get away with a lot of the things that he did for a very long time. Its executive producers are these people, and nobody likes any of them either. The 2-episode premiere of Star Wars The Acolyte, a Star Wars original series, arrives June 4th on Disney+. Okay. So, yeah, people, if you don't agree with the things that I say about the low quality, or at least the low expectations for these things, there's your proof right there. There you go. Yeah, so, by the way, this guy, Jung-jae, is the guy from Squid Game. So he was very famous in Korea before Squid Game. So, great actor. Awesome to see him getting into bigger roles and getting into more stuff. That's really cool. But other than all of that stuff in the description, we have this 1 minute and 50 second. Excuse me, I have a fly in here. 1 minute and 50 second trailer. I hope that you're ready.
Hi, it's Travis with Oscar Mike Radio. Oscar Mike Radio is a military and veterans podcast and show about those who serve our country and those who have served and are doing amazing things.
You know what? Let's take more. And then they had that fantastic
managing those logistics and getting things where they need to be on time.
I mean, come on.
Want to learn more? Want to follow the show? Go to OscarMikeRadio.com or the link below. We're Oscar Mike, And we're mission in flight. Thank you.
Here we go.
Last night, a Jedi was murdered.
Wait, what was that?
A Jedi was murdered.
So that was a knife. That did not look like a lightsaber. So that's interesting. This seems, I'm going to tell you the truth, this seems like what people are saying, what people have said so far about this. I've actually tried to stay away from really getting a behind the scenes. I basically want to see only the trailers like everybody else, and then I don't want to get a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, but I will say that the limited amount of behind the scenes stuff that I've heard about this is that basically this show is trying to almost depict the bad guys as the good guys and the good guys as being corrupt. You know, maybe not explicitly evil, but basically being bad people because they have power. I mean, it outright actually in the other trailer says that it's about power. It's power, which is basically really getting into kind of a political statement. And if you're paying attention to certain things and you're kind of have that mindset about you when you look at the way that a lot of the political stuff is injected into these stories, you're going to understand what I mean by that immediately. When I say, yeah, that's kind of a political notion of, oh, it's about power. But anyway, okay, here we go. So some kind of...
A Jedi was murdered.
The Jedi justify their galactic dominance in the name of peace. But that peace...
Okay, it said the Jedi got a roll. Good night. See you next month. All right, see you later, Matt. You have a good one now. The Jedi, my understanding is that the Jedi are not the government. I mean, the Jedi is an order that has helped the Republic, but the Republic is the government. And the Jedi really haven't meddled with that as far as and I'm actually not like a lore master. Basically what happened with me is that I started reading the extended universe books, and then Disney bought Star Wars, because of my age. Okay, to be very clear here. I started getting really, really into Star Wars, started reading the books, and then Disney bought Star Wars, and all these books, all of the canon and everything was completely destroyed, and I just completely lost interest in learning anymore. So I haven't gotten really extensively into the extended universe or anything. But my understanding is that there was a Jedi who was the Supreme Chancellor of the Republic. But that was not typical. Like that wasn't basically the Jedi were basically they were a military force, but they were not a political force. They really just defended the Republic. If that makes sense, Anyway, here we go.
Is a lie.
1 second. Sorry, I missed what he was saying. Okay.
In the name of peace. But that peace is a lie.
Okay. When they say peace is a lie, I'm pretty sure that's right from the Sith. Sorry. Yeah, peace is a lie. There was only passion. That's from the creed of the Sith. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. This seems to be like following the mindset of basically the dark side. Okay.
Jedi are being hunted.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't know. I don't know what is happening with this guy. Like, I don't know if he's actually aware. He's obviously meditating. I don't know if he's aware of what is happening around him or not, but I doubt that she lands that blow. I'm pretty sure that she gets stopped in her tracks by his powers. Because that guy is way like, so if there is some way that he is basically like stunned in where he is and cannot perceive the world around him, okay. But if not, that guy's totally confident. He's like, no, you're not touching me. Sorry. But this basically seems like, yeah, we're going to be following the bad guys, and it's going to make them out to be the sympathetic ones, and the Jedi are the bad guys. Yeah.
She was my student. I trained her. Let me be the one to bring her in.
I sense this is only a small part of a larger plan. Some sort of shift to tip the scales. It's time to face the past.
Okay, one second. Did she say it's time to face the past?
Face the past.
I couldn't understand exactly what she said. To face the past. It's either to face the past, but this whole thing, Disney keeps coming back to this with Star Wars. It's time, let the past go. It's time to disregard the past. Who cares about the past? The past is the reason that you're here. It's the reason you're here. You need to stop with this whole nonsense. The people who have supported you all along are the reason that you are here. So you need to stop with this nonsense of getting rid of them. Here we go.
Destiny is not decided for you by an anonymous force. If you want to pull the thread and change everything, and pull it.
What are you?
Okay, just, is it making it out like there aren't dark side? I mean, I'm not exactly sure, but are you really trying to tell me that, like, when were the Sith created? Okay. They were founded... Okay. The Sith were created in 5000 BBY, or prior. Okay, so when does the Acolyte take place? What year does the Acolyte take place? Dang it. So this is important, because all this stuff... Man, I'm having a problem with my mouse. This is important, because all this stuff is... Okay, the High Republic era. Okay. 1,000 years. Hundreds of years. So... I mean, I'm trying to understand. So, High Republic era timeline. 500 BBY to one lasted from 500 BBY. So how are you saying? How do these guys not know what a Sith is? That doesn't make any sense. They have to know what a Sith is. Why does he not know what a Sith is? Guy who uses force powers and wields a red lightsaber shows up and you're going, what are you? Anyway. It's coming out, what did they say? June 4th. Check it out if you're still interested in Star Wars, guys. Yeah. But let's see what the comment sections say. Anakin Skywalker, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil. Obi-Wan, then you are lost. From the studio that brought you The Mandalorian, Andor, Ahsoka. the Book of Boba Fett and Obi-Wan were left out. It's also the studio that brought us the Book of Boba Fett, but they don't want to talk about that. Yeah, so when they say, oh, they brought you... Yeah, only the good ones. Disney is milking this cash cow to death. This needs to have amazing lightsaber choreography and a lot of training hours to not make the fights look weak and scripted. Show already looks bad. I'm tired of seeing, oh, this character is strong because she's a woman, not because of the stuff they've been through. She doesn't even look tough. Excuse me, that's not what the show is doing, though. None of this show is she's strong because woman. You haven't made that up in your head. Actually, I'm pretty sure that the actress and the producers have already come out and said, oh, she's this strong woman. Excuse me. Long ago in the days when the two words Star Wars and a long-labored mechanical breath were enough to raise every hair on your body, my Star Wars died with Luke destroying the Death Star and seeing his father in Obi-Wan's spirit while dancing with little bears. They need to push this show far enough to get to Darth Plagueis coming up and explaining that the Master Palpatine told Anakin about all those years ago in real life time. Seeing this unfold on TV would be interesting. Is it mandatory to be horrible at acting to be in Star Wars these days? It is Disney. Yeah. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what people think about it. Let's move on to the next one, though. So this was the final trailer for movies and series. We're going to take a quick break. So I'm going to go to intermission. We're going to come back and start looking at video games. Here we go. Don't forget to check me out on Twitch and join the Discord where you can voice chat with me while I live stream, and you won't be recorded or anything on YouTube and Twitch, so that's pretty cool. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. If you like to read, you can see my after-action reports on my blog. And if you are interested, you can get some merch from my spring store. The links for everything are in the description below.